Well, they are -4 today in the turnover margin. It looked like Uyunglele just gave Klubnik a little pat on the helmet as if to say, good luck, go get him. We'll see. -4 is Clemson, but very much in the game. Syracuse feel like they've had a chance to really open up some margin here in this third quarter. They have not taken advantage of it.
I don't think that this is a quarterback change long term. I think it's Dabo looking for a spark and something good to happen.
Uyunglele on the sideline, and a hand for Cade Klubnik as he comes in. True freshman from Austin, Texas, out of Westlake High School, one of the top recruits in the country coming into college football this year. Has played in 4 of their first 7 games. He hands it off to Will Shipley, who got dragged down at the 29-yard line, a gain of 9.
Well, this is why Dabo's looking for a spark. I mean, look at those drives. They've not been able to do anything. See if Klubnik can get you a spark. Going a little tempo here with their offense.
Good play fake. Not a great throw, but did Ngata make the catch? Yes, he did. Joseph Ngata at the 47-yard line, and a first down for Clemson.
Right in between the hole, between the corner and the safety. Does Ngata get under there, or does the ground help him make the catch? They're trying to go fast to eliminate the need for a replay.
The replay booth didn't stop it. Shipley with some speed, then he got planted from behind at the 45-yard line.
Sean, here's the other thing that's happening right now. Not only are you trying to get a spark from Klubnik, but you've got DJ on the sideline. You're letting him just relax and look and watch and maybe see the game and settle down. Again, I don't think this is a long-term move. I think Dabo just is trying to help both guys, help his offense and help his starting quarterback right now.
They had 1 first down in this quarter before this drive. Saw the drive chart. They needed something to change. Clearly, Uyunglele against this excellent Syracuse defense, not at his best. Crowd doesn't like the spot on that run by Shipley.
Again, they need chunk plays in their passing game. They've got to find a way to get some chunk yardage plays.
Shipley powers those legs and picks up the first down.
Syracuse defense is impressive. That's Kayvon Dart, that undersized nose guard, number 45, stands the center. Will Putnam up, makes the tackle. Yes, it's a first down.
Flag down for a false start.
False start. Offense number 78. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So Dabo Swinney, so adept in recruiting over his 15 years as the head coach, including this young man, ranked by Sports Illustrated, Rivals, Prep Stars, the top quarterback in the country. ESPN.com had him ranked number 3. Player of the Year in Texas, one of 3 finalists for National Player of the Year. The MVP of the prestigious Elite 11 camp. He has the profile. Will Shipley, the ball carrier.
Well, not only is DJ Uyunglele out of the game right now, Blake Miller, the right tackle who had that second penalty, they just took him out. Mitchell Mays has replaced him at right tackle. So again, Dabo just trying to eliminate the mistakes, the errors, and try to get something going here.
2nd and 14. We're ticking down close to 2 minutes in the third quarter. Klubnik taken down for a huge loss by Steve Linton.
Yeah, this is Klubnik. Klubnik has to read the block. Now, he's going to have a guard coming out to help him right here. But he's got to read the block and stop and allow the guard to make the block. Pull up right there inside the block and try to make the throw. Don't try to outrun him because the guard has no idea where the quarterback's going.
After an initial spark, they've gone in reverse. Klubnik against the 3-man rush on 3rd and 25. Across the line of scrimmage, he gets hit out of bounds, and here comes the flag.
Wow.
A terrible penalty by Elijah Fuentes Cundiff. They had him stopped stopped well short of the first down marker.
Personal foul, number 99 of the defense.
Just unnecessary. It wasn't violent, but it was unnecessary. The quarterback is running out of bounds. And you mentioned, Sean, this is a very highly penalized team, but they were very clean in the first half. What a costly one.
Absolute killer. They're probably going to get the ball punted back to them.
Yep.
And instead, the walk-off goes to the 32. Quentis Cundiff, redshirt freshman from the Bronx, with an awful play. Phil Maffa, the running back. Klubnik checks it down to Maffa, and it's an incomplete pass. Leon Lowry delivered the big hit. Klubnik looked downfield for quite a while. We basically sit in the stands here, and you could hear the people below us like, "You got him, you got him." I don't know who they were looking at downfield, but they saw somebody Klubnik
when I saw it, I saw the same thing Klubnik said, which was nothing open downfield. Had a couple outlets, but that was it.
On 2nd and 10, the pistol. Maffa turning his way down to the 25-yard line. And another big third down upcoming. 3rd and 3 for Clemson. Neither team has scored here in the third quarter.
Well, if you're Dabo, you're thinking right now, if we don't get this and I kick a field goal, it's a one-score game. Or do I try to capitalize and, again, seize momentum in the football game by going for it if I don't convert here?
Syracuse crowding the line of scrimmage. Quarterback draw. Great call by Brandon Streeter. One of the things Streeter told us earlier in the year about Klubnik, he is very good with his feet. And now there are flags down at the end of the play.
A really nice block by Marcus Tate, number 74. I think there might have been a late hit
after the play was over. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 2, the defense. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
It was a nice call. It was a nice conversion at the end of the play.
And that's the penalty, a little face wash at the end. Syracuse, a lack of discipline here. The defense has been outstanding all day long. The penalty by Fuentes Cundiff kept this Clemson possession alive, and now in the waning seconds of this third quarter, Clemson poised to make it a one-score game.
Well, you got to capitalize, right? You had 3rd and 21, no chance of converting. Your quarterback's running out of bounds. Now new life, got to capitalize.
Maffa bounces off some tacklers and has the ball to the 3-yard line. It might be the last play of the quarter. Wax made the tackle with no extra polish that time. That is going to be the last play of a scoreless third quarter.
Syracuse, 2 penalties for 10 yards in the first half and 2 on this drive that have been absolute killers. This on 3rd and forever. This after a first down run. And Clemson
has won 13 in a row. 37 in a row at home. But they're down by 11. Neither team scored in the third quarter. Syracuse had just 45 yards of offense. Klubnik got rocked by Michael Jones on 2nd and goal from the 3. A gain inside the 2.
Well, Klubnik is a good runner, but not as big in stature as DJ. I mean, he is 6'2", 195. DJ 6'4", 235. Got stood up right at the 1-yard line on that play.
And neither Uyunglele nor Shipley on the field right now. Shipley ordinarily gets the call when they're in close. 3rd down and goal from just inside the 2. Maffa to the goal line. Crowd thinks it's a touchdown. The officials say no.
Wow.
And now a huge decision for Dabo Swinney on 4th and goal from about 6 inches.
That was another one of those slow mesh plays where the quarterback stayed right with the back. Maffa got it late and looked like he was going to score and got tripped up.
Shipley has 5 touchdowns this year from 1 yard or closer.
Players under further review.
Well, we'll look at it in the replay booth.
Watch how long this mesh is. Hold, there he goes. Hard to see from that side of the pile. Here's a progressive pylon look at it. Ball just has to break the plane before any body part is down. Now here's the difference between Maffa and Shipley right here. If you go for it, Maffa, power. Shipley, explosive and can go over the top. If you decide to go for it, give it to one of those two backs. 2 different styles on this goal line run.
Shipley scored the first touchdown of this game from 1 yard out.
You know, I think that's the right call. I don't think the ball was ever extended. His head crossed the goal line, but I don't think the football ever did. That was good, solid team defense by Syracuse, not allowing Maffa to reach that ball to the goal line.
Well, the Syracuse defense has risen up all day long. 4 takeaways, a 4th down stop, a score on defense. The only time all year Clemson got into the red zone and did not score points was on the DJ Uyunglele fumble in the first half. In the second quarter, that was returned 90 yards for a score by Jihad Carter. They had been a perfect 35 for 35 in the red zone entering today with 26 touchdowns and 9 field goals.
Well, I think for sure you go for it here. We just started the 4th quarter. Even if you don't make it, you put Syracuse on the 1 yard line, right? And the last time they were in bad field position, they couldn't go anywhere, had to punt. You had good field position. So worst case scenario here, you flip the field completely and you get the ball back inside the 50.
Replay taking a very long time with this. Certainly looks like they're going to send the offense back out.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. It's 4th down.
And they're 5 out of 6 on 4th down this season. The one stop, the one here today in the first half.
I don't know. To me, you got to believe that even though Maffa is in, Shipley is out. I mean, that's a little surprising to me.
And surprised. You mentioned he's usually the guy who punches it in down close. They have Maffa behind Klubnik. Shifts to the left of Klubnik. 4th and goal. Maffa has a touchdown. And they're going to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. And they could tie it on a field goal. Well, they change quarterbacks. And Klubnik delivers on this drive, and Kayvon Darton is down in the middle of that defensive line for the Orange.
Well, they went with Maffa, the power back, and they ran between a great double team block by Walker Parks and Blake Miller, the right guard and right tackle. Watch these 2 guys right here just get a great double team at the point of attack, and Maffa's going to follow him right into the end zone. They took advantage of the bonehead penalties by Syracuse, and they get the touchdown. And that's why DJ Uyunglele is still one of your primary leaders on this football team. Very engaged on the sideline right now.
And the injuries continue on the Syracuse side. Darton getting a chance to start because of the season injury, ending injury to Terry Lockett. Now being helped off.
That's the 2nd time in the game he's been shaken up. Tough kid.
They're playing without Garrett Williams. He put his uniform on but did not play at all. Injured last week, a leg injury, thigh injury against NC State. Their starting cornerback, one of the best in the country.
And the backup now for Kayvon Darton is Elijah Fuentes-Cundiff, who had the very costly penalty on the Syracuse sideline on this scoring possession.
Well, again, reminiscent of 2018. Syracuse had a 10-point lead in the 4th quarter. Travis Etienne scored with about 11 minutes to go. to get them within 3. And then that memorable drive, 94 yards at the end of the game with ETN doing the bulk of the work. Shipley is on the field now, so there's nothing wrong with him. Big 2-point try. Klubnik running out of time. Trying to scramble away. He stays on his feet, running out of time again. Throws it up for grabs. Batted around and intercepted. Wound up in the hands of Anwar Sparrow. Valiant effort by Klubnik, showing his athletic ability to keep that play alive forever, but they do not convert.
Wanted to get it to Shipley quickly, but he was covered. He was not open. It was good defense by Syracuse. They forced Klubnik to throw at the last minute back towards the middle, and well defended on the 2-point play. So this is what happened. You can't drop a pass on 3rd down that's catchable. And then on 3rd and 21, you cannot have this kind of penalty to extend a drive. If you're the underdog in their building and you want to win a game of this magnitude, you cannot make these kind of mistakes. You got to catch the football, and you can't have bonehead penalties. And right now, Syracuse finds themselves in a 5-point, and it's not called. Very interesting. One was called, one was not.
And here's Klubnik on 1st down. He gets 11 to midfield and a 1st down. All the momentum now with Clemson still down by 5. Texas and Oklahoma State coming up next from Stillwater in a big battle in the wide open Big 12.
I think one of the reasons Clemson going tempo is because of a lack of depth on this defense.
And here goes Shipley. They could not get him down. Clemson takes the lead on a 50-yard touchdown run by Will Shipley. Well, they'll go for 2 again to try to take a 3-point lead. Their first lead since it was 7-0. They scored on their opening possession of the game. The first time Syracuse had allowed a score on the opponent's opening drive.
Penalty will continue with the try.
Wow, delay of game. So now, do you still go for 2, backing it up 5 yards? It changes your whole complexion of a 2-point play.
I think you do.
Yeah.
Because 1 point at this juncture doesn't do you much, and that's why Dabo's so upset.
You have to change the play, though. I mean,
for sure.
It's not a 3-yard play anymore. Now it's an 8-yard play.
But a 2-point lead at this juncture really doesn't do you much good. 3-point lead, a field goal obviously can only tie you.
Right.
Klubnik, he's been on the field for 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and now a beautiful throw to the back line of the end zone for the 2 points to Joseph Ngata.
Well, great job by Ngata not giving up on the play. He was on the other side and just kept working the back line of the goal line as his quarterback scrambled. You can't even see Ngata, but he's going to show up right in here as his quarterback scrambles. He's going to uncover on the back line of the goal line. Great elusiveness by Klubnik. He finds Ngata in the back of the end zone, and they convert on the 2-point. He's working on Isaiah Johnson, the new starter at corner, and Klubnik finds him. Now watch the touchdown. A missed tackle by McDonald and a bad angle by the safety, Justin Barrett. Here's the missed tackle. Unblocked guy can't make the tackle, and a bad angle by Barrett, underestimating the speed of Shipley. And just like that, Clemson takes the lead.
On the longest run against Syracuse this season, a 50-yard scamper by Shipley, 3 yards short of the longest of his career. So Clemson on a day when they are -4 in turnover margin, has taken the lead. Syracuse has not scored in the second half. And they find the rhythm they had early in this one.
Up right here.
Third possession for Cade. Klubnik is the Clemson quarterback. He's led them on 2 touchdown drives. They haven't asked him to do very much since he's been in the game. They've had 16 runs and 2 passes.
And you wonder how much Brandon Streeter will want to try to stretch him in this. Now that he has the lead, even though it's only 3 points, how much will he trust him to put the ball in the air?
Took over for an ineffective DJ Uyunglele. Maffa, tough run. You know, we keep saying it, but it's true. Shades of 2018. In the end of that game, they just wore Syracuse out running the ball. Travis Etienne at 86 yards rushing in the 4th quarter of that game.
You're rotating 2 backs. You're keeping them fresh. You're wearing down a thin Syracuse defense, an undersized defensive line, and you're protecting your quarterback as well.
Avon Darton is back in the game. He was injured earlier. He has to be exhausted battling that big Clemson offensive line all day long, and he just made a play. Under 7 minutes to go. Out of the pistol. Maffa. Pretty much split time today with Shipley.
Here, I mean, it's 3rd down and medium yardage. Does Brandon Streeter have Klubnik throw it? Can Syracuse get a stop? Or does Clemson maintain possession and keep that clock going?
Klubnik, short throw and almost intercepted. Dangerous throw out wide.
Makes a nice read zone. He's got eyes on the quarterback and he cuts underneath the throw. It's a very safe throw, throwing that hitch route.
After the penalty for the hold, plus field position for Clemson on offense. Syracuse has all 3 timeouts left. Will Shipley.
Maffa has also been a factor, but right now, Cade Klubnik doing a nice job of using the clock. Going to let that play clock go down as far as he can and still keep that push coming off the ball with the run game.
Numbers you saw for Shipley's total yardage, receiving and rushing, and Klubnik got stopped in his tracks by Caleb Oka. He's going to have to come off the field, and Syracuse has used its first timeout.
Yeah, they missed both guys on the end. I mean, Okachukwu's helmet was pulled off by his own man. Just Jadius Gear pulled the helmet off. He'll have a foul with the face mask. They've had other penalties that have hurt themselves.
And they didn't get the call on the apparent late hit out of bounds by Clemson on Trotter, who hit Schrader. Klubnik just throwing it up for grabs in the end zone. Flag down in the end zone. Intended for Bo Collins. Isaiah Johnson had the coverage.
Defense number 20.
We have not said Bo Collins' name all day. The first time they went for him, now watch the left hand or the right hand. He goes over the top of the receiver. He does make a play on the ball, but he goes through the receiver to make the play.
Wow.
Wow. They're taking a shot at it downfield. They've been very conservative with him. They went for it on that one, and he gets the penalty and another penalty. That's the 8th penalty in the second half for big yardage against this Syracuse team.
And another that extends the possession. Fresh set of downs. Clock killing time for Clemson.
You know, we talked.
It's Shipley on first down for about 7.
We talked to Dabo Sweeney yesterday. One of the things he said able to win a game.
Well, entering today, teams that were -4 or worse in turnover margin in any FBS game this season were 0-17. No team has won a game this year at the FBS level -4 or worse. Syracuse brought a blitz. It's Shipley for straight games. And there's a reason why Dabo Sweeney's won national championships and going to the College Football Hall of Fame. A lot of coaches wouldn't make the move that he made to change the quarterback.
And he's won a lot of one-possession games also since he's been the head coach. I mean, he doesn't panic in situations like this, right? He went to Klubnik. It was a conservative game plan. He said to his offensive line, his running backs, you guys got to do it.
The all-time home winning streak is 58 by the Miami Hurricane teams. So not for that late field goal against Pittsburgh, we could be talking about the all-time longest home winning streak. One loss at home since 2013. 3rd down and 3. Must-stop situation for Syracuse. Davis Allen the catch. And it looks like he is short of the first down at the 26-yard line. Big play by Ja'Cod Carter. And Dino Babers, you need to use your timeout.
Yeah, because Dabo on the other side is telling his quarterback, just relax. We're going to let this clock go down. See if they're
why isn't he stopping the clock? I mean, you can't. If you're about to get the ball back, you can at least. Now he's going to call a timeout. They let all come
for your offense. But in this case, you got them stopped. They've got a 4th down decision to make. Stop the clock right there.
2:03 was the time when he hit the ground. So they wasted 27 seconds, 25 seconds.
And see, look at Dabo. He's telling his guys, look, we're not going to do anything. We're going to just take our time and see what they do. And then we're probably going to kick a field goal here or attempt one. You say, how could Clemson overcome 4 turnovers and find a way to win? Their defense has been outstanding in the second half. Syracuse has had 74 yards. They're 2 for 10 on 3rd down. And then the penalties. The penalties for Syracuse have offset the turnovers for Clemson.
This would be huge for B.T. Potter. Drew Sweeney, the holder. 44-yard try. Trying to get them to jump offside with that move. Syracuse didn't jump. Potter's kick is good. One of the great kickers in this era of college football. B.T. Potter, the 5th-year senior from Rock Hill, South Carolina, in suburban Charlotte. 44-yarder. Now Syracuse has to go.
Right now, Dabo Swinney, all he's cared about is doing what we got to do to win the football game, but they have a bye week next week. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions about what he's going to do with his quarterback position now, although I don't think he asked Cade Klubnik to do today what he would ask DJ Uwe.
He threw 4 passes.
Yeah, he just needed a spark. I think Klubnik gave him that, and the running game in the offensive line took over in the second half.
And again, shades of 2018, right? When Chase Bryce went into the game, he looked like he didn't want to throw the ball. Right? They didn't want him to throw the ball. They pounded the run with Travis Etienne. And Chase Bryce made a memorable play on the. They take a knee, and they have the longest home winning streak in the history of the Atlantic Coast Conference. 38 straight wins. Back to 2016. And they've won 14 in a row in all venues dating back to last year, extending the longest winning streak in the country. Here's Molly with Dabo.
Coach, what was your reaction to that R.J. Mickens interception to seal the win for you?
Well, we knew they had no timeout, so we really wanted to. The field was getting smaller, so we could kind of play with some eyes. Felt like we could turn them over. What a great play. You know, man, this is a special moment. A lot of adversity. But, man, our team has shown they can win a lot of different ways. And today to come back, you know, we had to change quarterbacks. You know, DJ just didn't have it today.